Hey crafty people, it's Tasha, welcome to my channel. We're celebrating the brand new Heffy Doodle release today with a blog hop, so follow the link in my description to check it out. I picked some of the new stencils to play with and these are all linked below. I've got an A2 panel of Kiwi Crush cardstock and I'm taping it to the Feeling Mighty Pine stencil from behind with some Heffy memo tape. I'm doing it from behind and that's going to keep the stencil in place, but it also allows us to have that design across the entire panel. Now I'm taking some black paper glaze and I'm going to spread this evenly over the whole design. I've not used these a whole lot, so there is a little bit of a learning curve that you're going to see here. For this time, I'm using an angled palette knife and starting in this upper corner, spreading the paste across the whole thing. You only need a really thin layer, and I think I used a bit too much, plus I pressed it into the stencil too much, so I do get a bit of bleeding under the stencil, which you'll see when I lift it up. I also found it a little difficult to get it across the stencil because this stuff dries really quickly, so it was drying on my stencil as I was working it. Eventually I got there and I didn't get too much waste. I'm loving how that black looks against the green. It's got some really good contrast, and as the paper glaze dries, it'll become even more beautiful. As I said, the glaze was drying on my stencil as I worked it, so this wasn't the easiest cleanup job. You want to get cleaning immediately because once it's fully dry, it'll be almost impossible to get off your stencil and tools. I just use baby wipes to clean, mainly because it's easier for me personally because I can't keep going back and forth from my desk to a sink. It did take a little bit of good old-fashioned elbow grease to remove, but in the end I did get it all. I made my sentiments off screen. I wanted 3 of the jumbo Merry Christmas using Tinseltown papers as the backgrounds. I also made another couple which I'll set aside to use on later projects. Just checking that my glaze is completely dry, I left it around an hour and it was good to go. I'm trimming it 1/2 inch from the top and the side so that I can mat it onto an A2 piece of pattern paper. I tried it against this cream one first, but I decided I wanted more contrast, so I brought some more of that red into the design and I really love how that looks together. Now, my sentiments will stack up and I want them to sit a little bit above the panel, so I'm just using some scrap cardstock layered up behind. This is going to give it some really good dimension and it's going to help them really pop off the background. I finished the card with some of the new Red Velvet Sparkle Mix to bring even more of that red through, and I am loving this quick and easy design. Be sure to head over to my blog to join the hop and see all of the inspiration that the design team is sharing today, including 2 more cards that I made for the release. The link is in the description box below, along with a list of supplies that I used in this video. If you're more of a visual person, you can see a photo list of supplies over on my blog. Have a lovely, happy, safe and wonderful day. Stay crafty. Bye.